Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. It's Mark here, and as usual, I've stumbled upon something in the tech world that I'm itching to share.
And I'm Jenny, always ready to have my perspective shifted. What rabbit hole are we diving into today, Mark?
Okay, picture this, a smart display, but it's not like the ones we're used to. This one's called TRMNL, and it's different. It uses e-ink, like those e-readers, and it's open source. Remember how we talked about e-ink a while back?
Oh yeah, the technology that mimics paper? Super easy on the eyes, right? How's that being used in a smart home display?
That's the interesting part. See, TRMNL isn't about showing videos or flashy animations. It's more like an always-on dashboard for your life. Think family calendars, to-do lists, weather updates, even data from your smart home devices, all in one place.
So it's like a central hub for all those little bits of information you're constantly checking your phone for?
Exactly. And because it's e-ink, it's not blasting your eyes with bright light all day. Plus, get this, it uses so little power that the battery can last for, wait for it, months. I read on their website that it is expected to last up to 3 months on average.
Months? That's impressive. My phone needs charging every day, sometimes twice.
Right? It's kind of like those old school paper calendars, but, smart. And here's another thing. It's open source, so anyone can tinker with the software, create their own plugins, that sort of thing. There is already over 50 of them.
Okay, that's intriguing. Open source usually means a pretty active community behind it, right? What are people doing with it?
Oh, all sorts of things. I was browsing their forums, and some folks have connected it to their smart thermostats, so they can see the temperature and adjust it without opening an app. Others have set it up to show real-time energy usage. One person even made a plug-in to track their pet's location using a GPS collar. It is wild.
Wow, that's quite a range of applications. It sounds like TRMNL is more than just a display. It's almost like a platform for smart home creativity.
That's a great way to put it. And because it's open source, that platform keeps growing. It's like, a collaborative art project, but with practical benefits. There are already 50+ native integrations, with new plugins being added weekly.
So how does this whole e-ink thing actually work? Is it complicated?
Not really. Basically, e-ink uses these tiny microcapsules. Inside, you've got positively charged white particles and negatively charged black particles. When you apply an electric field, these particles move around, creating the text and images we see.
So it's like a microscopic etch-a-sketch?
Haha, yeah, kind of. Except instead of shaking it to reset, you just change the electric field. And the cool part is, it only uses power when the display changes. So, if you're just showing a static calendar, it's sipping energy.
That makes sense. So it is not ideal for, say, watching videos, but perfect for things that don't need constant updates. It is like a smart bulletin board.
Precisely. Now let's talk about the smart home integration. This is where TRMNL gets really interesting. You can connect it to your smart lights, your security cameras, even your coffee maker if it's a smart one.
So you could have your morning schedule, the weather, and your coffee maker status all on one screen as you're getting ready?
Yep. And it's not just about displaying information. You can also use it to control things. Imagine tapping a button on the TRMNL to turn off all the lights as you leave the house. There was even a survey by Tech Insights that showed a 92% user satisfaction rate.
That's convenient. But does it work with all smart home systems?
Most of the popular ones, yeah. And if there isn't a ready-made plug-in, chances are someone in the community is working on it. That's the beauty of open source. According to the TRMNL developer portal, there are over 50 native integrations already, and it is growing.
I can see how this could be useful for people who are into the whole smart home thing. But what about those of us who aren't quite there yet?
That's the thing, Jenny. TRMNL isn't just for tech enthusiasts. It's also about simplifying everyday life. Think about families using it to coordinate schedules, or someone using it to track their productivity goals. There is even a case study of a family in Seattle that reduced their smartphone usage by 30%.
I like that. It's like technology that helps you use less technology. I read an article on MIT Technology Review by a Dr. Emily Chen that talked about devices like these helping to reduce screen time.
Exactly. It is about being more intentional about how we interact with technology. By the way, Hans Rodriguez, CTO of Smart Home Technologies Inc., called it a shift towards more mindful technology use.
I'm starting to see the appeal. It is not just another screen vying for your attention. It is more like a helpful assistant that blends into the background.
And it's not just about convenience. There's an environmental aspect to it too. Less energy consumption means a smaller carbon footprint at years. It is like a little step towards a more sustainable lifestyle. I was reading on the TRMNL official website that the 1,800 milliamp hours battery is expected to last up to 3 months on average.
That's a good point. We're always talking about the impact of our devices. It is nice to see something that's designed with efficiency in mind.
So Jenny, are you ready to ditch your phone for an e-ink display?
Haha, not quite yet. But I'm definitely intrigued. I can see how something like TRMNL could make a real difference in how we manage information and interact with our homes. It is like a bridge between the simplicity of the past and the potential of the future.
Well said, Jenny. It is like the best of both worlds. And who knows, maybe in a few years we will all have e-ink displays on our walls, powered by community-driven innovations. I, for one, am excited to see where this goes.
Me too, Mark. Me too. And to our listeners, let us know what you think about TRMNL. Are you tempted to try one out? Head over to our website and join the conversation. We'll be right back after the break.